Welcome to today's news wrap up, where we dive into the most pressing stories shaping the world. But before we get into these stories, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. In Los Angeles, chaos reigns as wildfires spread to Hollywood Hills, destroying 5,000 buildings and forcing over 180,000 people to evacuate. The economic loss is estimated to be between 135 billion to 150 billion. On the international stage, the EU is closely monitoring a chat between Alice Weidel and Elon Musk, with discussions of a possible ban on the table. Hollywood is making history with its first ever electric vehicle car chase movie featuring the Taycan Turbo. I've never even heard of it. In a tactical gun battle. In a show of resilience, the American people reaffirm their belief in their own greatness, not in government, but themselves. However, the threat of terror attacks looms large as mass deportations under Trump are expected to lead to a rise in random attacks. Southern California faces more bad news with the arrival of La Nina, exacerbating the wildfire crisis. In legislative news, senators have introduced the Lock the Clock bill to make daylight savings time permanent, arguing that the practice is more of an annoyance than a benefit. It really don't bother me that much. Um, Economic indicators suggest a potential miss in December payrolls, with the sweet spot for stocks being between 100K and 125K jobs. Texas lawmakers are doubling down on bills to secure the border with Mexico, with more than 24 bills pre-filed for the upcoming legislative session. Excuse me. The U.S. observed a national day of mourning with stock markets closed and the dollar firming against major peers. Uh, in a surprise move, Biden has deferred to Trump on the terror designation for rebels um, controlling Syria. Climate change remains a hot topic, with the EPA advisor admitting to sending billions to climate groups before Trump takes office. Excuse me. Eric Prince has revealed that Trump was closer to buying Greenland than previously known. And labor relations saw a breakthrough as a port strike was averted with the contract agreement on automation between longshoremen and USMX. The adoption of Bitcoin by nation states is expected to drive growth, with Fidelity Digital predicting a new era of crypto in 2025. In a controversial statement, a professor walked back comments calling it karma after a Trump supporting actor lost his home in LA, the LA wildfires. I mean, despicable. An Islamic terror group banned in most Arab nations is set to hold its annual meeting in Canada, raising concerns, but that really doesn't surprise me. It's Canada. The beneficiaries of Madoff's Ponzi scheme are now funding climate lawfare, with Jeffrey Picower profiting over $7 billion from the fraud. Arson threats have become a major issue in wildfire ravaged Los Angeles County, according to the LAPD. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom is under fire for his response to the state's most destructive wildfire in history. An angry constituent confronted Newsom, demanding answers about the lack of water in the hydrants. Meanwhile, evacuated Pasadena residents are voicing their frustration with failed Democrat policies, blaming Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass for the crisis, even though the media has been covering for them and making excuses. Even Hollywood actors are now criticizing Mayor Bass as the wildfire crisis worsens, and I've done a separate video on that. In a tragic incident, Edgar Welch, infamously known as the Pizzagate gunman, was fatally shot by North Carolina police during a traffic stop. On a lighter note, a new documentary. I don't know why. It's not a lighter note. I have no idea why why this says that. But rapper Diddy's mom, Janice, threw wild sex-fueled parties in his childhood home. In Los Angeles, looting has become rampant in affluent neighborhoods affected by the wildfires. As of Thursday morning, 20 suspects has been arrested. In other news, the Supreme Court has rejected former President Trump's request to stop sentencing in his hush money case, with Justices Roberts and Barrett siding with the leftist justices. Of course, across the pond, uh, Prince William is reportedly seizing more power from the ailing King Charles and is on track to become the toughest ruler the royal family has ever seen. Back in the U.S., Scott Jennings drove race baiting rep Jasmine Crockett crazy by bringing up DEI's role in the catastrophic California fires. They're just upset with the truth because that's exactly what happened. It's one of many of the issues that caused these fires. Well, in a bizarre twist, theories are swirling about what Trump told Obama during a recent funeral, with some speculating it could have significant implications. Meanwhile, President Biden cracked a joke during a White House briefing on the California fires, shocking even Vice President Kamala Harris. Looking ahead, Trump is reportedly preparing 100 executive orders for his first day back in office, primarily targeting immigration. In the tech world, the group behind Project 2025 is set to target rogue Wikipedia editors and hold them accountable, and I'm all for that. In a surprising move, President Trump has invited Democrat Senator John Fetterman to Mar-a-Lago. I think I did a separate video on that today as well. Meanwhile, the Eaton fire is threatening to destroy critical broadcasting towers at the top of Mount Wilson, potentially wiping out LA's communications. The Senate has agreed to advance the Lake and Raleigh Act, a significant legislative development. Wayne Allen Root has penned a scathing critique, arguing that the wildfire alone didn't destroy Los Angeles, but rather the left's favorite obsessions: woke DEI, climate extremism, homelessness, vaccines, open borders, and Ukraine. And I 1000% agree with that. With Facebook's fact checkers on their way out, the Babylon Bee has noted 12 times the platform fact check satire. Who in their right mind was fact check satire? Of course, leftists would. In other news, 20 suspects has been arrested for looting homes ravaged by wildfires. Italian Prime Minister Meloni has declared that George Soros, not Elon Musk, is a danger to democracy and sovereignty worldwide, and I would agree. In Los Angeles, Mayor Karen Bass has once again botched the emergency website and lashed out at a reporter claiming that slashing fire department funding had no impact. So you take $17 million away from the fire department and you believe that it had no impact? Michelle Obama missed the Carter funeral where she was supposed to sit next to President Trump. Just as Trump warned, Senate Democrats are secretly moving to sabotage the delay Tulsi Gabbard's confirmation. In Romania, presidential elections will be held again on May 4th, with the globalist establishment desperate as right-wing candidate Georgescu still has the support of 40% of voters. Justice Alito has responded to fake news media on his call with Donald Trump. Finally, Karen Pence refused to greet Trump and Melania at Jimmy Carter's funeral, and Joe Biden was caught falling asleep during the event. Intriguingly, Trump and Obama shared an engaging conversation during the funeral, which left Kamala Harris visibly miserable. And that's the wrap up on today's news. So stay tuned for more updates and insights. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more content. And check out JJ, the psychotherapist, for the latest in news. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.